The men over here have something we call the African spirituality. And I like to dwell on that because when you come to Ghana, 25 million to 27 million people, most people are Christianized today.
People have been allowed themselves to be brainwashed, believing that everything black, everything Africa is evil.
No, I don't want to be a Christian, and I know why I am not a Christian. I see Christianity as a kind of spiritual enslavement.
That Jesus Christ was born through spirit. How can?
There is no spirituality, but rather exploitation.
Yeah.
People have become lazy and spend all the time in church, and their lives does not improve a bit.
First post-independence population census of 1960 was 25% Muslims, 23% traditional believers, 41% Christians, and 9 other. But today, Ghana is recording 71.2% Christians, 17.6% Muslims, and 5.2% traditional religion, which is called the indigenous belief system. My quest for knowledge and understanding of religion and the African spirituality has led me to this new episode I term Defining the African Faith. This is going to be a classroom for many people, including me, as I visit some religious leaders to tell me their views on religion in Africa. Who are we as a people of black race? So now, we are hanging now.
Yes. And we are not hanging just because we wanted to hang.
But those of us who
made sure.
Yeah.
And you see, when
Those of us who remain here,
who remained were bastardized in Scripture.
how did they do that?
Now they've taken all your indigenous intellectuals and spiritualists
Away.
Now those of you who are remaining, they say now, oh, we are all the same people, we worship the same God. So now, we will give you how to worship our God.
Okay.
That is the only one. And your name is taken away from you. But the God they are bringing to you, that God does not understand your language.
Thank you.
So you have to learn somebody else's language.
Yeah.
Oh, they take some people, your own people, they send them to their foreign countries and go and teach them their language.
Right.
So that they can come and teach you how to relate to that foreign God.
Okay.
So in the beginning we had a Dominus, Bobby School, Incum, Spiritutus, all these Latin things.
Yes.
Go around the educational institutions in this country and investigate their background. You will see that virtually all of them have Latin mottos.
Yes.
Even in the
my
military,
school got a Latin
the
motto.
police, everything, they were given Latin.
Yeah.
Because Latin became the be it all and the end it all. If you want to reach God, the omnipotent, then you must know how to speak Latin.
Okay. Yeah.
Aside that one, they have to make sure that the school you attend every morning, you have to go to morning devotion.
Yes.
And you have to respect and love the imaginary Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Whose attributes were taken from the ancient Commission Horus.
Okay.
Everything about the Jesus of today was taken from Horus.
All right.
When you read the book of Matthew, which tells you about how at the birth of, at the point in time when Jesus was being baptized, then there was the dove which came, and a voice was supposed to have resounded from the heavens, proclaiming him as the beloved Son. If you read the story of Horus and Osiris, the same thing is there.
Horus and Osiris. Okay.
Osiris, when he was born, then the message came. At his birth, that this is my beloved, in whom I am well pleased. So when the same thing is being ascribed to Jesus Christ, then you will know where the story came from.
So all this colonization, that went on has resulted to the fate of the black man, the black woman being changed to where we are now. Now, where we are now, you still have the knowledge.
We are trying to.
You're trying to. So in attempts, what are you doing to bring back the knowledge into the youth or the African mind to understand that, look, men, we are lost. Can we reverse a little bit?
Good. The best vehicle we are using is the Reformed Afrikania Missions.
Okay.
If you listen over there, you will see that there is a group of people who call themselves Christians.
Mm-hmm.
They are chanting all the things. And inside this hall too, there is another group.
Yes.
And what is happening is that the Christian metropolis, the Euro-Christians, they have realized that we have been deceived. We have also realized that we have been deceived for too long. So, we will have to emancipate ourselves.
Yeah.
Now they give out monies for people to put up churches and what have you.
Yeah.
They call people to their country. Formerly, they took us by force to their country.
Yeah.
This time,
they
said that, no, you come.
Yeah.
You can learn from our theological institutions.
Yeah.
Then you will become a right reverend, doctor, professor, this, that.
Yeah.
And that is what is happening.
Yeah.
So they pump money into them.
Yeah.
In Accra alone, you will have over 1,000 churches.
Yes.
They are being funded.
Yeah.
By people who stole our knowledge system, our people, our resources. In fact, Obuasi, where we have the gold, is owned by the white.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? When they came to the West African coast, after the paper bull of Dum Diversas, there was another one, Romanus Pontifex and all that. You will recollect what happened in Ethiopia, where Mussolini and his forces invaded Ethiopia. And that gave His Imperial Majesty, Haile Selassie, the title of the conquering lion of Judah.
Yes.
Rastafari.
Yeah.
Why? Because the Italians wanted to claim the Roman Catholicism, the Roman cult, which is the Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah.
It's a cult.
It's a cult, yeah.
Now, they wanted to position that cult as the primus inter pares.
Okay.
The only one religion. When you read some of the paper bulls, they tell you that it is only through the Roman Church that you can enter into the kingdom of God.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
They teach you that one.
Yeah.
And they continuously pump this rubbish into your head that you grow to accept that that one is true. I will have shown you some pictures.
Yes.
The judgment scene in Kenneth.
The judgment scene in Kemet.
Yes.
You hear that? The judgment scene in Kemet. We'll be coming to that. But now, let's bring this down here. I hear every day people talk about voodoo, people talk about juju, people talk about the normal African indigenous system of belief now, where the average African on the streets is scared of, even though they talk about it. Oh, the shrine. Oh, this one is voodoo. Oh, this one is juju. I want my audiences to understand the whole misconception.
What is voodoo?
So that's what I want you to break down for people to understand.
Now, voodoo is an everywhere. Voodoo. Liberate the community. Right? Now, in the case of juju, juju is French for a play. Something one can play with or toy with.
Yeah.
But then they realize that there is power in it.
All right.
So in order to disgrace it, they must say, oh, this is your plating, these
Yes.
things you have made. You know, what can they do? Our God is more powerful.
Yeah.
You realize these days that our television says, when they are showing films,
Yes.
they always show
Yeah.
the Christian
Yes.
doctrine
Yeah.
to be superior
Yeah.
to what is ours.
Yes.
It is a deliberate strategy.
Yeah.
But then the priests of all these Christian churches, they go to the background in the darkness and go to those they claim are devils
Yes.
to get their powers. And when they get the power, then they come into the open and they condemn. But for us, we have to be persistent in educating our people.
Mm-hmm.
It is unfortunate
Yeah.
that as two black people, we are speaking someone else's
Language. Yes.
That's the saddest aspect of the whole thing.
Yes.
But it was part of the strategy.
Yeah.
So when the British claimed that the sun will never set on the British Empire, they knew what they have done. They have taken our names away,
Yeah.
and they have planted their names,
Yeah.
and they have taken our languages.
Yeah.
Our language is the conveyor belt of our consciousness,
Yeah.
our ability to develop.
Yes.
Now, when someone takes your language away from you,
Yeah. Yeah.
he takes your personality away.
Yeah. I want
So
to
they
understand
took our
it.
language,
Yeah.
they took our names,
Yeah.
and they replaced them with their names.
Yeah.
So we have lost.
I want to still understand the ancient Kemetic system to now what is left with us of the voodoo and the juju. Do they have any connection? Was the voodoo thing, was it, how do you call it, in ancient Kemet, was there voodoo or was no voodoo? Or was it called different thing? Or what we do today was still part of what we held and migrated from where we've come from to where we are? I want to understand what is the disparity, what is the connection?
Hey everybody, keep watching ZOH TV. It's international, it's number one.
What we are practicing now, where people think that it is evil, it is satanic, to where we have
Which
come
people
from.
think that
The Eurocentric minded, the Christian mindset, and probably the Muslim mindset as well. Any religion which is not geared towards the indigenous system of belief of African, they see the African belief system to be satanic.
yes, but they still go to the African belief system for their powers.
Thank you. Yes. So I want to just
African
understand.
belief system, like we started our discussion, I did make you understand.
Yeah.
And for my colleague students of
Yes.
history,
Yeah.
that male-female energy
Okay. All right.
is omnipotent,
Yeah.
omnipresent, and omniscient.
Okay.
So there is nothing which has been created which is satanic.
Yeah.
They talk about Satan having rebelled against the omnipotent creator.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
No.
If it is not possible, why are they holding on to that one? You go to most of the churches and they pray, they condemn the devil, they bind the devil and all this, and still the devil is there.
Yeah.
The so-called devil is there.
Yeah.
It means that what they are classifying as the devil
yeah.
is after all not the devil.
Devil. Yeah.
They themselves are the devils.
Yeah.
But the extent to which they have been suppressing our minds,
Yeah.
that every day you are being bastardized.
Yeah.
We have got an educational system which ensures that you go and learn more about other
People,
places
yes,
than yourself.
than yourself.
And once they have achieved that one, they've brought you a governance system.
Yeah.
They've brought you a cultural system
Yeah.
which you have imbibed.
Yeah.
Even in the realm of spiritualism,
Yeah.
they say that the spirit in you is inferior to the spirit in them.
Yeah.
They have claimed that we were worshipping stones, trees, water bodies, and
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
But now you go to the Rosicrucian Fellowship,
Yeah.
and they are also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So what is the difference? Is it because what we are doing is black? When the white man does it, it's acceptable. They came and talked to us about we having idols. And
Yeah.
that their God said, thou must have no other God but me.
Yeah.
Idol worshipping is bad. Go to the Roman Catholic churches and find out if you don't have an idol manifestation of a so-called St. Anthony, St. Peter, St. this, St. that.
Yes. They are all idols.
Idols.
Yes.
You go to Brazil and there is this outstanding landmark of the so-called Jesus Christ standing on a hilltop, a huge...
Yeah, it's also an idol.
An idol.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between ours and theirs?
Yes.
They say that we pour palm oil on ours.
Yeah.
The palm oil, who made the palm oil? Is it natural or artificial? Now the wine, the wine that they pour, and they say is the blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
Is it not the same thing?
Yes.
Even worse off.
Yeah.
Their wine is produced through machines.
Yes.
Our palm wine, we just tap it from the palm fruit.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah.
But for us, several years of mental colonization has made us so subservient. And the educational system, you go to school, you have your classmates, you belong to groups.
Yeah.
So the old students and all these jokes go on.
Yeah.
Now you go and join the military, you belong to the Alpha group or these ones.
Yeah.
You go into government, the class, the old boyism.
Yeah. Well,
is there.
as people are listening now, if you have the wish, as far as we are still hanging in there, what will be the main religion that you will advise for now the black man or the black woman or the African child to be looking for?
I will not call it religion because I don't believe it's a religion.
Yes.
The culture, we must revert to our way of life.
We must
the
revert to our way of life
of our ancestors,
yes,
which they gave to us.
Yeah.
That is the only way by which we can pass and get ourselves grounded.
Yeah.
If we want to follow what other people have given to us.
Yes. But you know, some people argue that Islamic religion was founded by, black Africans. It was, the first Arabs were blacks. Yes. And they will argue that, the Islamic religion was leaded, founded by, a black person. So
what did those black people found?
Well, I don't know what they found, but that is what I'm not a Muslim. There are a lot of people who argue to you and say an indigenous religion could be Islamic as well.